Hey guys, coming to you today to do a quick video. Excuse me. I want to cover a topic. Some of you that are either new to reloading or just starting to think about getting into reloading, I want to cover something some of you may not know. What I want to talk about today is 357 SIG, and it's a pistol round. It was pretty popular there for a little while, and since its debut, it's kind of tapered off in popularity. Although people still do shoot it, and some people like it, like myself. I think it's a great little round. Got a Glock that I shoot, my 357 SIG through, and if you got a 40, it's an alternative to a 40. But I want to jump into this a little bit and discuss and go over a few things. Now, if any of you actually have a 357 SIG right now, most of you know that ammo is kind of hard to get right now. A lot of things people are buying stuff as fast as it hits the shelf, sometimes before it even hits the shelf. And a lot of the popular calibers, I think they're producing more of, and these lightly or more oddball or odd caliber cartridges that are manufactured, they're kind of holding off or limiting production on those so they can pump out like the more common stuff, like your 9mm, your 40 Smith & Wesson, your 45 ACP, stuff like that. But what I want to talk about is the ability to make your own 357 SIG. And we've got these little guys right here as demonstrations I want to go over. And I want to start off with this guy right here on the end. Now, this is a piece of Starline. I don't know how well the camera is going to catch the stamp on the head on this. But this is a piece of 357 SIG brass. And it is Starline. And I bought this a couple months ago, maybe a year ago, but I've had this for a little while. But this is brand new 357 SIG right here. This is nothing special about it. It's just plain Jane brass 357 SIG, and that's factory. Now this, I want to try to get the camera to capture the head stamp if I can. But if you look, it says Federal 40 Smith & Wesson. You can even see where my Glock firing pin struck it. Now, this is something that I've shot through my 357 SIG and my Glock. Now, if we take and compare, because most of you know that have a 357 SIG, 357 SIG is a shouldered cartridge or shouldered case. And if you look, they look about the same. No, you're saying, wait a minute, how did you get the 40 to turn into a 357 SIG? Well, it's actually really, really easy. And here's actually another piece of 40 brass. Oh, I'm sorry, this is actually 357 SIG. But it started out as a piece of 40. And there's another case that's been fired and run through my Glock. Then this little dude right here on the end, this is a regular piece of 40 brass. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to take this and make 357 SIG out of it. All you need is your die set. I'm using a Lee die set. There's my die set, Lee 357 SIG. Now to make your 357 SIG, all you got to do is go find you some 40 brass. You can still pick this up. It's relatively easy to find right now. Like I said, it's one of the main cartridges people are still still shooting. People are able to get ammo. If you're out on the range and you find 40 brass laying around, you can pick it up. Or you could go and find you a bag of one-fire brass. Stuff's still easy to get a hold of right now as far as that. But to turn this into 357 SIG, all it is as simple as setting your die up, making sure it's set up to your spec that is in your papers. Each die set is a little different, so you want to make sure you go and read the directions for your decapper and sizing die. And when you do that, you just make sure you set it up to spec, which this is already set up. Take your 40 Smith & Wesson brass, stick it in your shell holder, and once you get it in there, you're going to run it through your sizer and decapper, and it's going to take out your primer, and it's going to shoulder your case and make a 357 SIG out of it that looks pretty darn good. So just size it, cycle it through your press, bring it back out. Ta-da! 357 SIG. Now your size on this is actually going to be slightly shorter than a regular 357 SIG, but we're talking about maybe 10, 20 thousandths, if that much, and it's not going to be enough to really hurt your gun. If you're really particular on what you shoot, I would advise you to go check with a local gunsmith. But from personal experience, every round that I've cycled through my Glock has worked flawlessly. It feeds flawlessly. It's a great alternative to going out trying to find that 357 SIG brass or trying to find that 357 SIG on the shelf. It works just as good. All you're doing is taking this 40 case, necking it down to a 9mm, which is .355. Make sure you load a good flat point or a hollow point in there, and you got you an awesome little round. But guys, I hope you enjoy the video, and God bless.